is there is two styles. They are the more sophisticated investors who do fundamental analysis, and they read a lot of material, and they are the primary drivers of the market. There is also a different type of investor who's called a technical analyst. And the technical analyst is looking at the prices and is trying to figure out, based on what I see in the market and based on the economy, do I think this price will go up by aggressively or in a little bit, and in how long? Then there is a third type, which is one that I think is truly exciting from my perspective, which is algorithm. It is computer-based. So you take a computer and ask it to make that decision for you, to do the analysis for you. And that just produces wonderful results, to the extent that most of the world now does computer-based investing, right? And this is what actually now has come in Kenya. So I would come in, I'd turn on the computer and I'd ask, all right, tell me, based on the prices that you see, what do you think is the best to buy right now? It would give you the result, and it would tell you a general view why. And you just have to read for 2 minutes, and then you'd make your final decision, you know, as a mature person. And it's as easy, it's as simple as that. And I don't have to deal with employees, I don't have to deal with logistics of bringing merchandise and insurance and all of these things. It is quite a wonderful way of working. And
for people who maybe, people have been conned on the internet. Yeah?
Absolutely.
You go somewhere, you see some investment option promising some crazy returns, and end up losing all your savings or all the investment that you have.
Yes.
And that takes you back. Sometimes it takes people back to poverty. For some people, it takes you back a number of years. How do people, what do you need to look out for when you're looking for investments to put your money in online?
Excellent. So the first thing is regulated. That's the first word that you have to look for. The provider has to be regulated by some entity, and there is quite a number. The primary regulator for investment, of course, is the Capital Markets Authority. The second item one has to look for is to have an understanding that the amount of reward I will receive is exactly equal to the amount of risk I will take. So if someone is promising you a lot of money, a lot of return, it therefore means that they are also promising you significant risk. You either understood the risk or you didn't understand the risk, but you are knowing that there was risk is based on how much. If it tells you I will double your money in 2 days, understand that is the risk that you took, and you can't get away from that relationship. It's like gravity. So you take those two pieces in mind. And then the third is you just have to keep growing your knowledge in a particular area. If today I wanted to become a chicken farmer, I don't expect that everything will work smoothly. I have to take time to learn the business. And it's the same way even in stock market trading.
Right.
Yes.
This algorithm trading.
Yes.
Tell us more about it. How safe is it? Can someone trust it? Because sometimes you want to see an actual human being. Yeah, for you to know that we can trust this person. So tell us about how safe it is.
Excellent. Let me perhaps start from a global perspective. Internationally, the majority of trading happens is algorithmic. Let's use is computer technology based. And that is because of the level of certainty that a machine has. A machine does not get sick. It doesn't have any bias. It doesn't like the presenter who was presenting the investment material. It just looks at the hard and fast numbers. And that's where the majority of the industry has gone in this way. And I say that even coming from a trip to India, where we visited the National Securities Exchange, they had 18 billion orders traded a day. That is a B. For 18 billion orders. Yeah. There is no human being sitting down and punching in 18 billion orders in that day. It is purely algorithmic trading. So if we were to look at where the market is going, it is a lot safer, a lot more efficient than any human being could be. That said, what the technology does is it proposes to you what you want to do, and then you'll make the final decision yourself. Or you could have, for instance, if it is through our company, our investment council could give you guidance and tell you, this is what we have produced, this is what we feel from what the technology has provided.
Right.
Yes.
This conversation continues. We are talking about leveraging technology for investment, and Donald Wangunyu, the CEO of Fourfront Management, is here with me. He's telling us about how important it is for you to access those investment options even if you don't have a financial advisor. This conversation continues in a bit. We want to take you to Parliament, where the Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki is in front of the National Assembly's Regional Integration Committee answering some questions on matters security. Let's listen into that. Thank you very much, Jackie Wambiru. There, a very refreshing link from you. Of course, I wish I could be seeing the throwing of the rungu, that particular competition. It seems to be quite fun, but I hope you are having all the fun as, of course, you give us those reports. And as she has said, the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, is expected at the Ma Cultural Festival there. And of course, we shall be bringing you those details as the day goes on. We now come back to studio and continue with our conversation on matters money. Where does the money go? Investing, of course. We're talking about leveraging technology for investment with Donald Wangunyu, the Chief Executive Officer at Fourfront Management. Thank you, Donald, for staying with us.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Yes. I would like you to take maybe a viewer who is watching, take them on a step-by-step journey in terms of investing through this particular technology solution.
Excellent. So we need to first know who you are, because not all investment is suitable for everyone. So you'd start from our website, Fourfront, Fourfront, mgt.ke, and you would first look at the primary reason of what we do and why we do it. You'd be able to understand that investing has different strategies for different times. So you can make money when the prices are rising, of course. You can make money when prices are falling. And you can also make money just by giving your shares off and getting interest against your shares. And so once you understand that, you register, and then we take you through and ask you, okay, what is your situation? Are you married? Do you have someone that you're taking care of? And then what is your level of understanding of the market? Once we take that information, the system is able to then propose to you the best platform for you to be able to begin. And then once you begin, it then takes you through very gently, very, keeping in mind that you are a busy person, you probably have 7 different things that you need to do, so it will keep adding to your knowledge as it's investing. So anytime that you're invested in a particular security, in a particular share, you will know why. Why did I buy this share at this time? What am I expecting? When am I expecting to come out of it, right? And so it doesn't pump all that information at one time, but we work at it gently. And you'll actually see different clubs that you enter, from the beginner clubs to the more advanced clubs, where we then begin to unlock even more opportunity, so that you never feel overwhelmed. You're always feeling knowledgeable and in control of the process that is happening. You're able to decide, should Fourfront Management just go ahead and only notify me with the education, or do I want to make the final decision myself? And over time, what we've seen is a very different investor coming out. So that investors now are calling us back and saying, you know what, I really liked what we did with that. I really liked how we were able to take advantage of that dividend. And this was someone where 6 months earlier was saying, I have no idea what this whole thing is. And so we really enjoy seeing that journey coming up and being able to show or introduce investors to different clubs of knowledge as they are growing. And it's as simple as that. You just register, tell us who you are and what you understand, and then we do our thing. We just keep making you get better and better as you go. Yes.
And when you talk about the investment options that are available, are they limited to a certain geographical area, maybe Kenya only or Africa only, or can you access global investment options?
Oh, that's excellent. So first, we want to make sure that you are comfortable.
Okay.
So we start you off with Kenya only. And then as you grow in knowledge and as you understand, we will then unlock for you the global markets through one of the funds that we work with. But the key element is that you will always be feeling in control. It should be feeling as easy as doing any of my other things, any of my other decisions that I make. And as soon as the system recognizes that, yes, this person is actually following through very well, it continues to unlock more and more avenues for you. So the key thing here is to always make sure that you as an investor are always feeling that you are the one who is driving this ship. And even if we're making the investment decision for you, you're always able to say, I understand exactly why you did that, and I understand exactly where we're going to do this now. And then now, please, yes, open for me global markets. Yes, please open for me the other avenues. Yes.
And is there a minimum amount that you need to invest, or is it just open?
Excellent. So we recommend, and it's a recommendation, to start with 50,000. The reason for that is because we need to be able to start with a bit of diversification. So this is not a unit trust or a fund of that nature. You are the investor in your own account. You are the one who is growing. And so if you're not able to raise the 50,000, we have several plans that we take you through to begin you on the path. Because a lot of the customers who come to us, they say, I haven't even begun saving enough money to be able to enter. And we put into several paths. In fact, that's why our tagline is beyond saving.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So let's start you off and let's take you beyond saving, but gently and easily.
Right. I like that you brought out the issue of saving, because, of course, you cannot invest what you do not have.
Exactly.
So how do you start the journey of helping people to save?
That's an excellent question. So once we get in and we understand who you are and your current conditions, we're able to put you up on a path, and you choose your own path. So some say, you know what, I want to put away, I think I can put away 700 shillings a month. That's fine. Let's put it away, and we'll still continue giving you the knowledge so that you're not feeling that you're being left behind because we haven't put your money into the market. And then these 700 shillings, we put it into a savings scheme so that it's already earning interest. Anytime your money is not in the market, we give you interest on the money. So you're growing both financially, but you're also growing as a person, knowledgeably, right? So I could start. Perhaps I had 10,000 to start, perhaps you had 25,000. I'm not disadvantaged because I'm the one with lesser money. We are growing on together. Another thing that we put together is we put a couple can work together but move at different speeds.
Okay.
So a couple can come together and say, yes, I want to join Forefront, but I am I'm a presenter, and my husband is hustling through the streets and he has 7 different projects that he's doing, right? I have enough time to move faster than him, or vice versa. And so the system will recognize the two of you separately, but then be able to manage your money together so that when you're making the decision, it's a joint decision, but your knowledge levels are growing separately and individually. And same with investment groups and the rest, where we tend to find in investment groups, there's usually 2 people or 3 people who are quite, they're the ones making all the decisions, they are the more loud people. And in that case, we feel a little bit for the rest of the members who are somewhat being just driven forward. And now we are empowering the entire group to be able to make the decision, to be able to understand and to be able to grow individually as people, even though their money is together.
Right, those are very important pointers, and so this is definitely a solution for the common mwananchi.
That is the entire target, is the common mwananchi. They need to get the same level of service as any high net worth and anybody else, and the level of support. That's the entire value proposition. Right.
Of course, solutions are out there for everybody to invest, including what Fourfront is talking about, the technology, investing through a robo-advisor. We shall be joining Bwana Donald Wangunyu in a little bit. We want to take you to Mombasa, where the Cabinet Secretary in charge of Blue Economy is speaking. That is Salim Vuria. He is at the Liwatoni Fish Processing Plant, touring that particular plant. Let's listen in. Thank you for staying with Channel 1. This is BizCheck. My name is Betty Kiptum. We are having a conversation on matters leveraging technology for investment with Donald Wangunyu, the Chief Executive Officer at Fourfront Management. Now, Donald, you've talked a lot about what this technology is about. You've told us it's a robo-advisor. Of course, it's licensed. It's not that you're, investing blindly.
Yes.
Yes, it's a licensed advisor. So, How much of awareness do you need to do now for people to truly understand this particular solution, and what are your plans moving forward?
All right, excellent. So we have had a significant amount of time in R&D, research and development. To be able to build AI into investing is not a simple task, as one can imagine. And we are quite happy with what has come out and what our initial customers have told us. In fact, we were quite proud when we exited the regulators. They have what's called a sandbox, which is a mechanism where you can test new technologies, like in our case AI, algorithms and the rest. And we're quite proud when we graduated from the program as the very first in the country. And so any other person who is licensed as a robo-advisor at some point in future would actually have to follow our entire plan. So now what we are looking to do now, starting with this good show, is actually start telling people there is support beyond access. Yes, you can access the market. Now let's get to understanding how do we actually make money. And that's what we are here for, isn't it? We want to know exactly how do I make money in whatever situation. If the price has done this, what support do I have to know what strategy is best, right? And so now we are starting to reach out. We are going to different associations that we want to come up to. Of course, we have the Kenya Association of Investment Groups that we want to reach out to as well, and many more. And so we've just begun the journey of being able to get the message out. The second way we do it is our members, as we like to call them, can challenge one another. All right? And so when one situation comes, I can come out and say, Betty, I think we should do this. And then you tell me, Donald, I think we should do this. And then the system gives you the final answer. And then you're able to challenge, are we doing better? Am I doing better than you? Maybe, we bet for a cup of coffee that I have the better answer than you do. And so in the sharing, it's also getting a very nice viral growth as well between friends, between family members and the rest. So those are generally our plans.
Right.
Yes.
So what is the future like? I mean, you've said that in some developed markets, this is what happens on a daily basis for like 70% of investments or more. What is the future like for Kenya?
For Kenya, we have begun on the journey. We have begun on the journey of algorithmic trading. The Nairobi Stock Exchange has been accepting what we call high-frequency orders, because we pump orders into the exchange for a few years now, almost 3 years now, as we've been doing our work. So the exchange has been ready for this level of technology for a long time. And so we are now bringing in the level of support that investors need, where we are saying, I am an adult, I know how to make decisions, just give me the things I need to know and give it to me in a way that I don't have to sit in a classroom to be able to get it. And so our future will be new investors who are able to simply drive this market. There is always the concern that as we are looking at this market, at the stock exchange, we're asking ourselves, is there opportunity? Or I think there is no opportunity. I think prices are only falling. Yet, foreign investors are 70% of the traders. So while we are asking ourselves, is there opportunity, foreigners are coming in and saying, and taking all the returns, right? Now, don't get me wrong, we absolutely need foreign investors. It is a significant advantage to the country. But what I would want, Betty, is have you invested and taken your fill of return and then say, yes, we can give the rest to the foreign investors? That's the big question we want to have. And so our future is extremely bright in terms of being able to make money from the stock market. When the stock market is going down, you can make money, right? So so if someone tells you, oh, but the market is always going down, the answer is yes, and I made money because of it. Yeah, the stock market is rising, I'll make money. Oh, I think I'm going to take a break for the next 3 months. Well, I'll make interest on my shares. So the amount of opportunity to make money in the stock market is just tremendous. Let's not just have it go to the foreigners. Let's take our fill first and then give the rest to them. But we welcome them to come as well.
Definitely.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Donald. That's where we end the conversation this morning.
Wonderful.
Asante sana for joining me.
Thank you very much. It was indeed a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you very much. That is Donald Wangunyu, the Chief Executive Officer at Fourfront Management. We have talked a lot about how technology is transforming the investment industry, of course, algorithmic trading to be specific. And the message is that there is an opportunity, an investment opportunity for everybody in this country. Remember that you can also take advantage of those particular solutions. Just take a look online and see what you find for yourself, and hope that that changes your life and sets you on an investment journey that you will enjoy in the near future. Well, my name is Betty Kiptum.